this is seriously like watching a child explore food for the first time. You know how like you take a toddler out and you give them new food so that they can eat, you know, and they're not even eating the food, not really. You're really just putting the food on their plate so that they can like experience the food because kids have to play with their food before they'll eat the food. You usually only do this with very young children, right? This is what that's like.
This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
All right, hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to us watching Quirky Love Rosee's Vegas vlog spooky season. Ooh. We're still messing around with the new camera, so again, forgive us for this. This is going to be probably the best video so far. The disappointments of Vegas, crazy buffet review, and a bizarre interaction. Las Vegas vlog number 2. This one is probably. There's only been 3 of them now that I've watched. I saw the 4th one is members only, where she goes to the Hello Kitty Cafe. Anyway, that one I'm kind of interested in. But anyway, this one is really weird. I know I say weird a lot, but this one is disappointing is actually a good word for it, only because Rosie's behavior in this one is like off the fucking charts. It is just stunning. Like, why would you put this on the internet level? Like, it's okay if you want to behave like this. I guess you're an adult. You can behave however you want. People gonna judge you. Why would you put it on the internet where everyone can judge you? So it's kind of where I'm at with this one. Yeah, so I've got her sped up to time and a quarter. If you don't know what's going on, Rosie's in Vegas because she's there for some super special secret project that is an interview of some sort with some kind of either my guess either some kind of blog or vlog or podcast, because they've got some sort of budget. They've paid to have her come out there. They've given her per diem and they've put her up in a hotel room, which is a nicer hotel room. So it's not like they put her at the Red Roof Inn or something, right? They've given her travel vouchers to get around in. So, you know, they're basically paying for her to be there. And that's not a small budget. I'm not saying this is like, you know, ABC or anything like that, but they're probably a larger, probably well-known company. So there's that. So anyway, this particular vlog is 27 minutes long. I know there's a lot of eating involved. We're going to skip some of it, but some of it, unfortunately, is important to our points. So unfortunately, we're going to get stuck with some of it. Sorry. If I have to watch it, so do you. Just so going into this FYI, there will be some like eating noises, and I apologize for that. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but you know, just know that going in. If I hadn't said it already, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to just my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And yeah, if you have a comment on something specific in the video as we go through it, try to leave me a timestamp in the comment section, because that has been very helpful for me catching up with comments after the fact, because by the time you guys see this video, I will forget. Okay, I had to adjust a few things, so hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Move my little mic up. Hello, everyone. All right, anyway, let's get into this. If you can suddenly hear a noise, it's because my AC is going, because it's hot. Hot. All right, anyway, I've got Rosie sped up, so if she seems particularly animated, that's because I sped her up, and I can't think of anything else, so let us get into this.
Good morning. It's about to be 8 a.m. Vegas time. I woke up about 5:30 in the morning, so about 8:30 my time. I couldn't fall back asleep. I'm still like kind of tired.
Vegas is hot. I don't know if I'd be wearing like satin or sateen in Vegas, but I guess if you're planning on spending the whole time inside, maybe.
I don't have anything caffeinated.
Excuse me.
And I don't want to DoorDash anything, so I think I am gonna end up buying a Diet Coke.
I ended up texting the coordinator, and they had Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper on site. So on top of this being an interview and a company that can pay to have her flown out there and everything else, there's a coordinator. This This is a production. I wouldn't be surprised if she's not on like, maybe she is on something like Dr. Phil or something like that.
Coke from the hotel. I should have won a DoorDash. I should have bought something bottled to have this morning because I need caffeine.
Oh my God, can you imagine if she's going to be on like Dr. Phil? Where does Dr. Phil film? Does he film in Vegas? Ooh. Let's find out. Well, it could be anything, I guess, because it sounds like they just kind of sometimes film in Vegas, a lot of these shows. Like, they'll occasionally film in Vegas. So I guess then the next question is, what television show was filming in Vegas this past weekend? That is for someone else to figure out. By the time this is up, we will probably know.
I'm super anxious. I just got back up from breakfast. So at the Hilton,
Why didn't you grab something to drink while you were downstairs? They would have given you a Coke or something at breakfast. It's already paid for, so they would have given you a drink. You didn't have to get coffee.
They do not include breakfast, but the people who booked my hotel for me, they bought breakfast for today and tomorrow for me.
For me? Now she's making fun of us. Yeah, the Hilton, they'll get you breakfast vouchers, and basically you'll get one for each day that you're there, and you just have to give them it's like a little ticket. I've stayed someplace where we had to do this before. And you just give them a little ticket, and basically you can order anything off the menu. And they'll give you coffee. They'll give you soda if you want that for breakfast. So I don't know why she didn't order that. You don't have to just have coffee or tea. So I don't know what her problem is.
So I was able to bring it up to my room. I didn't want any eggs. So from the hot bar, I got a couple chicken apple sausages and a couple pork sausages and some of their breakfast potatoes. And then from like a cold bar, I got this like cute little fruit Danish and
The fruit Danish was good. I didn't eat the cinnamon one. It was dry and bland. But how did you know it was dry and bland if you didn't eat it?
This like cinnamon pastry. I didn't even bother heating it up because I'm just tired. So I don't even know if I'm gonna eat all this. And then I need to put my...
You want me to believe that the only thing you ate for breakfast was like barely a spoonful of potatoes and like 3 sausages?
My nails back on because I don't even think I mentioned it, but I anxiously ripped them all off after 3 or 4 popped off when I was on the second flight. And by ripped off, I mean I very gently coaxed them off because I must not have dried out my nails very well. I just want them on while shooting. I'm gonna bring my nail glue and nail file with me, so if any of them pop off, I can just pop them back on. Because I just want them on.
Why are you filing your nail? I don't know. I guess she means filing the top of the nail. Anyway.
For camera, at least. And oh, did I mention I got an orange? I don't know. I'm feeling a little frazzled. I have an hour to get myself together, so I'm just gonna eat, maybe play something on my phone while I eat, and then I am gonna journal a little bit before I go.
You have an hour. You're not gonna wash your hair, take a shower. You have an hour. You're gonna like... I get eating, but don't you want to take a shower and get dressed? And I mean, you're gonna do your nails, journal, play around on your phone, eat.
Yeah.
Shower?
This is a really big day.
Shower. Taking a shower was nowhere in there. Okay.
I don't know when y'all are gonna see me again, but
This is what I'm talking about when I say that she just kind of like stares off into the ether sometimes, and I'll just probably cut most of this out.
this is a really big day.
Okay, this is what she looks like after the filming, and I think she looks nice. They did a really good job on her makeup. It looks really pretty. There's some nice colors on her, colors she wouldn't normally pick out for herself. They managed to do something really nice with her hair. She's wearing this green dress. It looks good on her.
I just filmed the like secret update that y'all aren't gonna see for forever. I just got back from everything an hour ago, or half hour ago. I really want to go out. I'm stressing about exploring Vegas tomorrow. If I'm vlogging and I get sweaty, none of y'all fucking judge me. It is hot as balls out here right now, so be nice.
Touche.
But I want to get a picture in front of the Vegas sign, and I want to go to the Bellagio Botanical Gardens.
I didn't even know there was a Vegas sign.
And I want to go check out the Hello Kitty Cafe. I'm not going to talk much about what I just went through. Y'all hear about it in the future.
She's not happy about it? Just going off of the language she's using?
I think it'll be good. But yeah.
Maybe she did a BuzzFeed thing. Maybe she did one of those BuzzFeed things where they have people come in and they, like, grill them over shit.
Oh, for lunch they brought In-N-Out, they brought me In-N-Out, which was delish. I got a grilled onion Flying Dutchman, like a grilled onion wrapped Flying Dutchman, and a double with the fries, because I thought that the grilled onion wrapped Flying Dutchman wouldn't be enough. I was wrong. I have a whole ass cheeseburger in here.
And I bet they didn't even blink an eye at the fact that you ordered 2 whole ass sandwiches for lunch.
I may or may not heat up at some point.
I feel bad because I forgot that the bag was even there and never ate any of it.
And then they had snacks and stuff, and they sent me with some sodas, some waters, and they had some Krispy Kreme donuts. They were like, here, take it with you, because like I wasn't that hungry.
I can understand if she was nervous how she might not be hungry, but any other time that she says she's nervous or she's in a bad mood when she's in a live, the first thing she does is eat, so.
But I made sure to eat lunch before filming just because like I wanted to make sure I didn't like get hungry during or anything like that.
How long were you filming?
That might distract me. I think I'm gonna do a surprise live. Might be fun.
I mean, you got your hair done, you got your makeup done. They've made you look nice, so yeah. Do it. She did, by the way. We're not gonna watch that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a short one, so I'm gonna do it.
Her hair, I'm not gonna lie, her hair looks really pretty. So they did a good job on her hair.
Okay, so it's sometime after 7 p.m. and I'm going out. I'm being a little trepidatious with my planning because I've decided I'm gonna hit up a buffet tonight. There's an Asian buffet. It's off strip, but it's only like $19.99 a person. And I was like looking at all the different.
That is a cheap buffet, by the way. Even the buffets around here are like start around 30 per person around here. So that's a cheap buffet.
Different options, and for dinner there's not a ton of options for buffets outside of like the crazy expensive ones. And
I mean, you pay for what you get.
there's one AYCE that sometimes has like it's like a $40 something buffet.
That would be more what I would expect to pay, to be honest with you.
But on specifically Wednesdays and Thursdays, which today's Wednesday, they have a lobster buffet, and that's like $80. So the $20 Uber plus the $20 tab is literally still like half the price in total of going to that place. So
yeah, but lobster. But all you can eat lobster. That's a no-brainer.
I'm thinking tonight what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the all-you-can-eat, crazy buffet.
They did a really good job on her eye makeup. I really like it. Y'all need to come do my eye makeup. Somebody show me how to fucking do eye makeup.
This is something, it is technically off strip, so that'll be kind of fun to check out, just like a random place in Vegas. It seems to have good reviews online. And then what I think I'm gonna do,
foreshadowing,
is I'm going to just go ahead and go to play the casino. Because tomorrow the sun's gonna be out, it's gonna be hot.
There's only one.
And I'm thinking I'll do the Coke store at M&M's tomorrow in the daylight. Like, it would have been cool to go at night, but they close. One of them closes at 11, the other closes at 12.
At night? Damn, Vegas is open late, y'all. Damn.
And since I'm gonna be going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and getting refills on soda, it seems kind of mute to do the same thing at the same time.
Moot? Seems kind of moot. Don't get me wrong, I say the wrong word all the time too, so.
And a mute point.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. She corrected herself. Just checking.
And I can go gamble and just kind of like peek into the strip at night. I don't know how much of what I'm going to be able to see, just because these Ubers are going to add the fuck up fast. I just wish I had more spending money, to be honest, but
I feel like Vegas, well, honestly, I don't know. Is Vegas walkable? Like, how walkable is Vegas, honestly? Because, like, the closest thing I have to compare that to would be Atlantic City, and, like, literally Atlantic City. I mean, it's a real place, but everything is on the boardwalk, and you just walk up and down the boardwalk. So there's this little trolley thing that goes up and down the boardwalk. So if you don't want to walk, but you got to pay, so you'll walk. But it's very walkable unless there's something preventing you from being able to walk. Like when I took my mom, you know, she can only walk for so long, but she's also like 70 something. So, you know, she has an excuse. So I don't know. But I've never been to Vegas, and I'm quite sure it's, I don't know, 4 to 5 times the size of Atlantic City. Just guessing, going out on a limb. So I don't know.
I'm just glad to be here. So I'm going to just be thankful for what I do get to experience. And we're going to play some slots. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
Slots are so boring. They're so boring. Like, I've played them twice now. Again, in Atlantic, because that's the only place like you go here, I guess. Anyway, I've played them. They're so boring. All you do is lose money. And it's not even that entertaining. Like, you don't even get anything out of it. Like, at least when you're playing video games, like, you know, you used to go to the arcade. You used to go to the video game arcade. I know, I'm old. Yeah, those things, you just put money in them and you just lose money because, like, you're paying to play the game, right? At least you got to play the game. There was some, like, payout. You at least had fun. The fucking, those machines, they're not even fun. They're not even fun to play.
I had an order the Uber and head out here shortly, so I can get back at a decent hour. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I think that's where I'm gonna start.
That is a yellow purse.
And then
you are not losing.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, and I'm really having to like combat my anxiety because, like, deep down, all I want to do is like lay in bed and stay in the hotel. Like, deep down, that's like what I want in this moment. But in life, I'm going to regret it if I don't explore Vegas.
Yeah.
So we're gonna check out a buffet like I've wanted to do. This was one of the ones I had written on my list, and
I can't imagine. I don't. All the times I've always said, like, I would like to go to Las Vegas. Going to a buffet is not on my list. Like, I wouldn't not go, but it's not on my list. You know, like, eating is on my list, obviously, because, like, you have to. But of the things I would like to go see in Vegas, I don't, that's not really, like, on my must-do list. Like, there's so many other things I want to go. I just want to go sightsee. I don't even want to go gamble. I just want to go sightsee. Like, but, like, specifically go eat? That's not on my list. Especially a buffet. I mean, nothing against buffet. I know some of the buffets are, like, really, really fancy, but, like, it's not my thing. I know you wouldn't know what to look at me, but, like, not my thing.
And I'm going to go gamble. That's another thing I want to do.
I get that. You're in Vegas. Of course you're going to gamble. You're in Vegas.
I'm going to double check and see, like, if the botanical gardens or the spheres open 24/7 while I'm out there. I might just pop over.
See, those are the things I'd want to go do. That would be, like, that's top of my list.
But I'm just going to have to kind of plan it ahead and play it by ear. I think everything's going to be okay. All right. Let's go out on the town. So this is where we landed on. It's off strip. And I'm excited to try, so let's go. All right, so we went for like a big sampling of stuff. So to start, this was the kimchi, which this was a cold bar, I guess. So there was some chopped up octopus. This is some like dressed coconut shrimp, I guess.
Dressed?
And then, oh yeah, the crawfish and half a thing of steamed crab. This was mussels with cheese.
The crayfish, craw. Those are gonna amaze me later.
Beef and broccoli.
This whole segment is just something.
And then what was the next thing? I'm taking a minute there. Oh my god. That's fried calamari. That's some kind of beef and gravy, I think. A lot of this was not
beef tips
labeled very well, by the way. Those are string beans, I believe, in some kind of brown sauce or
Heck yeah, crab rangoons. Gotta eat them. And these are the good ones too, where they like overstuff the fuckers.
peanut sauce. That's supposed to be crab rangoon that I'm
Because it is.
picking up there with the tongs, and a gyoza,
Gyoza.
and then I'm grabbing something else. What was that? Oh, chicken on a stick. Yep,
Meat on a stick.
that's what that is. And then the next thing up here, we just have a spring roll, a piece of fried banana, and I think that's everything. Okay, so
This is just... This is the last warning you get about eating. If you're not into it, which most of you are not, just FYI. However, if you want to see some spectacular don't do this in public behavior, stick around. But, dude. I cannot imagine being a full-ass adult and acting like this in public. I especially would never be a full-ass adult, record myself acting like this in public, and then post it on the internet. Edit it, and then post it on the internet. Like, maybe if I was drunk off my ass, which would never happen, maybe I could see myself acting like this because, you know, you have no filter when you're drunk. But I would never... Maybe in this fantasy situation, I might even record myself because, you know, no common sense in this moment. But to then edit it and then decide to post it. The editing part, the watching it back part, I would have been like, what the fuck was I doing? And I'd hit the delete button and no one would ever know. Nope, not Rosie.
I'm hoping y'all can hear me. I got literally like a little bit of everything. I want to do like a little bit of trying some of this stuff. Justice! A little bit of a review, I guess. I don't know if this will actually make it into the vlog or not, because
Probably should not have made it into the vlog, just, you know, FYI.
this is treading a little lightly in what I'm trying to do here. But, what do I even start with? I want to try the kimchi first.
Kimchi. Sorry, guys. I love kimchi. I really do. I think I have some in my fridge that's probably a year old at this point. Anyway, my point is, I love kimchi. You don't usually eat it straight. You usually eat it with stuff. So I don't know. It's a garnish, not a meal. Or you make something out of it, like make kimchi fried rice or kimchi soup, or you don't just eat kimchi for the sake of eating kimchi. Unless you just really do. I mean, it's like eating pickles, I guess. Some people just eat pickles, I guess. I don't know. Anytime I've had kimchi, I've always had it with a meal, and it's part of the meal. Like, you put it with the thing that you are eating, not just eat it by itself. But to each their own. I could be completely wrong, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We went through an entire, like, rainbow of reactions there. First, there was the shovel tongue. Then there was the, I don't like this. Then there was the, okay, maybe. And then there was the, holy crap, that's spicy. And then there was the obligatory performative choking on things because, like, we can't just eat food.
It's not bad kimchi. It's just really hot. I've never had cheese and mussels together. Interesting.
Every Chinese buffet I've ever been to has cheese and mussels, so I don't understand how you've never had it before.
Combo. Overcooked, but it's really good. I don't really taste the cheese very much.
No offense, I don't care what your opinion is, but at least we're getting more than just 10 out of 10.
Chicken on a stick.
It's meat on a stick. I don't know how you fuck that up, other than you burned the crap out of it. Not how that works.
That's delicious. This is fried calamari.
So this is the beginning of it. Actually, the kimchi was the beginning of it. We're back to the weird, creepy, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Is this a gag? And I'm not getting it because I'm old? I don't know. Instead of picking up a tissue or a napkin and doing the polite into the napkin and then setting it off to the side, like, I don't know, everyone on the planet has been raised to do. She spits it out into her hand.
No. It's cold, flavorless, and rubbery.
Didn't you pull it off the cold bar? I'm almost positive you retrieved that from the cold bar.
The crab rangoon is falling apart.
Just eat the fucking crab rangoon. It's fucking cream cheese with crab bits. It's not even real crab. I don't know why. That wasn't me. It just went quiet all of a sudden. Now she's picking at and playing with her food like a 5-year-old. Now you're cleaning your mouth?
Sweetness that's really pleasant. I'm so excited to have these. I love these like soft buns. This is a pork bun.
Yep, it's a pork bun. Ooh, the dopamine hit.
And these are just called string beans. They're in some kind of brown sauce, but there was a description. But I like green beans now, so.
I like green beans now? Green beans and string beans are not necessarily the same thing.
I have to say, so far everything is like really lukewarm, and I don't love that. This is really good. Oh, I think it's in some kind of peanut sauce, or I just tasted some kind of nut. This is the beef of the beef at Broadway.
Again, she just pulls it out of her mouth with her bare hands.
It was completely hard. That's like not even cooked. They didn't steam that at all.
It's called parboil, but whatever.
We have crab. I want to try this.
I also do not know how to eat the crab like this, so I don't usually get it because it looks like a lot of effort for very little meat, so I just don't eat it. Now, if you would like to explain to me how the fuck you're supposed to eat this thing, I'd be more than happy because I like crab. But the reason I don't pick these up is because I'm like, that looks like an awful lot of effort for very little reward.
I don't know how to eat this. I might be eating this wrong, but it tastes really good. I feel like I barely got any meat out of that.
She's digging in with her fingers, by the way. She's digging it out with her fingers. Herself with her fingers. In some cultures, you eat with your hands. So, I'm just saying, not in American culture.
I think this is a crawfish.
Crawdad.
I have no idea how to eat this.
It shows. Here's my thing. She's from the South. She's from Florida. Right? How does she not know how to eat crawfish? Like, crawdads. How do you not know how to... Mudbugs. How do you not know how to eat these? They're not exotic. They're like... I know how to eat this. I don't like it, but I know how to eat it. Shit. Now you know why I don't like to eat it. How have you never eaten these before? Like, what the fuck? Are you not actually from the South? God, look at the crap all over her hands. Are you not wiping your hands either? This is seriously like watching a child explore food for the first time. You know how like you take a toddler out and you give them new foods so that they can eat, you know, and they're not even eating the food. Not really. You're really just putting the food on their plate so that they can like experience the food, because kids have to play with their food before they'll eat the food. You usually only do this with very young children, right? This is what that's like. Like when my nephews were very young, we would put just, you know, whatever we wanted them to eat on their plate. We'd give them 1 or 2 pieces of it. And the first thing they do is they pick it up and they're like, and they, you know, they got to mash it and they got to pull at it and they got to touch it and poke it because they're 5, you know, somewhere between 3 and 5. That's what they do. You know, after 5, they actually will just try eating it. This is like that. This is like watching my nephews explore new foods that they've never seen or eaten before. She's 30 something. She's like mid 30s. She's 33. She's the same age as Amber. Why would you leave this in? Does she think it's funny?
I gotta keep my face in check.
Yeah, you're doing a great job of that.
Oh, I'm not eating that. Nope.
Yep, that's what it looks like. They're like mini lobsters. Like, that's kind of what they taste like, in my opinion. They taste like little pieces of lobster. Now you use a napkin? Seriously, Rosie? Do you think it's funny? Is this funny behavior for you?
People eat that willingly?
Yes. Hundreds of people do this willingly. They get them in big buckets, they boil them down, they cook them in hot sauce, they serve them in stew, they pull their little heads off, chop their little bodies up, put them in etouffee. Chili cheese etouffee. With crawfish. Oh, man. I miss that. I cannot find yats. Oh my god, I miss yats so much. Yes, people really do willingly eat this shit. I don't understand how you've never eaten it. Like, how have you lived in the South and never eaten this? In some variety, in some form.
People choose to eat crawfish?
Yes.
That's news to me. I need something safe. This is just some fried shrimp. The temperature of this plate is upsetting me. You can buy these at any grocery store.
Okay. You're at a $20... I'm not knocking buffets, all right? You're at a $20 all-you-can-eat Chinese-themed buffet. And she'll later on go to tell us that it's 2 hours before closing. Don't get me wrong, I get that it's 2 hours before closing. So I too would expect the food to be somewhat warm, but I wouldn't go to a $20 buffet and expect gourmet food either. Like, I would not be surprised that they're buying their food in bulk from like Sam's Club and just heating it up in the back. It's a $20 buffet. If you wanted nice food, you should have paid for that $40 buffet. And paid, you know, I'm sure they had an option to pay $40 and then the extra $40 for the lobster buffet. But no, you wanted the cheapest thing you could get. You get what you pay for, especially at buffets.
I got a little fried guiza. Honestly, the ones at Sam's Club are better.
They probably bought them at Sam's Club. She even kind of laughs at herself because she's making such a horrible face. She's looking around. She made eye contact with somebody because then she's like... So, I can't tell if she was trying to be so apparent in her disdain for the food to draw attention to herself. Keep in mind, she's talking to her phone right now, so that's going to be a little noticeable anyway. But then, with this bite in particular, she's decided that this one is the one she's got to be looking around. Is anyone watching me? Who's watching me? And then when she finally does make eye contact, just swallow. It's fine. We've all had something in our mouth we didn't like. You just swallow the fucking thing and move on with life. It's a skill. And she can't even use a fucking napkin. Just, at least she didn't reach in with her fingers and pull it out of her mouth half chewed like she has every other time.
Coconut shrimp. It's soggy. It's just like pot roast, like American pot roast in chunks.
Beef tips. It's probably beef tips.
Has the same flavor profile, like an American pot roast, gravy on it. And it's kind of dry like a pot roast can be when it's like cooked. Just a little too much, you know?
Couldn't possibly have used a napkin for that. Yeah, we gotta get our teeth in there.
It's not bad. It's not Asian food at all. This is octopus. That's surprisingly good.
Considering how much you've bashed everything else. Yeah, probably.
That has a really like delicious sauce and flavor to it. A little bit of the kimchi on it too, which I actually think is helping. Grocery store frozen spring roll. I'm unhappy. We'll convene later. That was honestly one of the most disappointing meals I have ever had. Everything, and I mean everything, was lukewarm, if not cold. Even the stuff that tasted good. The crab rangoons like were falling at the seams, falling apart.
That's a good sign.
I am
That means they're full of goodness. Just eat the fucking thing.
so upset. Like, I am so upset that I paid a $20 Uber to come up here.
You paid $20 to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet 2 hours before they closed. I'm just saying, it's not like you went to a nice place. I'm not saying that their food is terrible or that they're horrible people or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, like, it's not like you went to a 4-star restaurant. I don't even know if that exists. It's not like you went to a 4-star restaurant and got this kind of food. You went to like a 1-star restaurant where you're guaranteed to not get sick, but, you know, you're getting what you paid for. You know?
That was not worth even half of what I paid if you can count the Uber. Like, I don't even think I would have paid $10 for that. Wow. So, oh well.
I am actually going to remove this next part and just kind of describe it to you guys. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't understand why she left this entire section in. What happens next is I will go on a limb and guess a homeless gentleman walks up to her and starts telling her some random dad jokes and then asks if she has any spare change. At which point she says, no, I don't. And then offers to give him some pretzels or some shit that she's got in her bag because she's, of course, carrying snacks around with her. Because I guess you can't walk around Vegas at night without snacks in your bag. To which he says, I can't eat that because I've only got 3 teeth. It was his way of turning down her offer of snacks instead of money because clearly he wanted money over snacks. Whatever, I don't care. This whole exchange is incredibly awkward. She keeps putting these little bricks of text up in the clips talking about, you know, how she felt uncomfortable and how she was so glad that he was just there to tell jokes because she wasn't sure if she was safe. And it's just, I don't understand the point of having this entire exchange in the video in the first place because it gives off a lot of different feels and none of them are really complimentary to her. So I'm just going to take it out. And I'm also going to take out the part where she's in the Uber car because here's part of it. She kind of implies that she's uncomfortable talking to this guy in her little bricks of text. She kind of implies that she's uncomfortable talking to this guy because he just randomly comes up and starts talking to her. But she has absolutely no problem randomly talking to her Uber driver, which, whatever. But she makes sure that we know that he's Korean and that there's a language barrier happening. But in the video that she has of herself talking to him, her solution to the language barrier is to just talk louder. She just repeats herself louder. He doesn't speak English well. He's not deaf. So she's one of those people. And, you know, she's just insisting on having this conversation with him, asking him where she should go gamble. Look it up. I'm pretty sure there's a Vegas guide. And then she goes to, I'll take us, actually, I probably shouldn't put the gambling part in. She goes to a place to gamble. I've never heard of the place. It's a it seems like it's a small casino that she ends up going to, where she goes and she plays slots for a while, and then she plays pachinko, I don't know. And you know, you just lose money. That's all you do. You play slots, you play any of the games, you're basically just losing money. And she does. She gets some free drinks, she loses money, and then that's pretty much the rest of the night. So I'm going to skip through all of that because the whole interaction with the guy who asks her for money or asks her for her loose change is just, I don't know what she was trying to achieve with it. If she was leaving it in there to be like, oh my God, look how weird this guy was. He really wasn't doing anything. I mean, yeah, I can understand in the moment how that would be. I would be kind of weirded out personally in the moment, but afterwards, he didn't do anything. And I can understand in the moment wanting to record it just for your own personal safety. But again, this is not something I would then put on the internet, right? Especially since nothing happened. So that's one thing. Like, I can understand wanting to record something so that you feel safe. So you're like, there's a record. If something happens to me, there's at least something on my phone so people can find me later. You can find my body easier. You know, I can understand that, but like, it didn't need to be in the video. And then just the way she interacts with him is very, I don't know what she's trying to imply of the way she's acting with him. And then just the kind of way she's kind of forcing her own interaction on her Uber driver is kind of reflective of the way that the homeless guy was kind of forcing his interaction on her. So I'm not entirely sure what the whole point of these interactions were, but it did bother me a lot to even have it in here. Like, this kind of sums up the whole interaction. And it just kind of, I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is, as uncomfortable as this guy made her feel in the moment, it's ironic to me that she then turns around and basically does it to her Uber driver. Your Uber driver is not obliged to talk to you just because he's giving you a ride. Like, they're your driver, they're not your entertainer. And the few times I've seen her interact with Uber drivers, the last time I saw her interact with Uber drivers, she picked a fight with him to the point where he threw her out of his car. So, didn't go well. And I was kind of afraid that was going to happen again. But anyway.
Hello, Editing Rosie here. You get the ceiling because I'm at the end of this trip and life is rough over here. But I digress. So anyway, tea here is, this was the point of the night where I was just about to like go back to the hotel. So you'll have to check in for part 3 of the Vegas vlog to see what happens, how the night turns, and things of that nature. Because at this point, I was down on my luck. I had a really awkward exchange with a man. Pleasant couple Uber drivers. Lost $60 plus the $3 ATM fee. So
Okay.
that's, up
You didn't have to spend that money, but
on the screen here for where we're at for the current spend of the trip.
I think she's back home with this part, with the editing part.
Because the fuck was that shit? And yeah, check back in for my next vlog. Later, guys.
Good morning.
I don't understand why she has the awkward... I've already had my little rant about why she even had the awkward exchange in there. And once again, I have managed to stretch this out to an hour. All right. Okay, one more. I will see you guys in the next one. If you've made it this far in the vlog, go ahead and put a fish. Why not? If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a fish down as your emoji in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Did you watch the whole thing? I'm not linking it. Did you guys watch the whole thing? What did you think of the encounter if you did watch it? That kind of stuff. What did you think of her behavior at the buffet? Do leave a timestamp if you're talking about something specific in the video. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. I think I rambled where I wanted to ramble, and I didn't ramble where I didn't want to ramble. And I will see everybody in the third video Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. He's ignoring me this time. And I will see everybody in the next one.
This
Bye.
is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.